Hey guys, okay, I'm back because it's going to be the end of 2021 and we're going into 2022, and a lot of people are going to probably say I'm going to have some New Year's resolutions, and I'm going to talk about some financial New Year's resolutions, right? People have the best intentions of what's going to happen in 2022, and then things go south. So I'm going to give you some tips about how you can set some realistic financial resolutions for yourself and how you can actually achieve them, and perhaps under promise and over deliver for yourself. Let's talk about it. Okay, so we're talking about New Year's resolutions. Everybody wants to do better for the new year, and it's like it's gonna be some light bulb moment for somebody, like, okay, what I've been doing all along, I'm pretending like I'm not gonna do it again for the new year because I want to do better. Which in reality is a good thing. Like, you recognize some things that you want to improve on and you want to kind of work towards that goal. That's awesome, right? What I want to talk to you about is making specific goals for yourself that are realistic and that you perhaps can achieve in a shorter period of time. So to give you an example, some people are like, oh, I want to save this amount of money, let's say $100,000 for retirement, right? That's a big, lofty goal, right? And it's kind of not going to probably be achieved in 2022. What can you set for the goal in 2022 that could possibly help you reach that goal? And I'll give you an example. Perhaps if you work for an employer that has an employer-based retirement plan, you can say, I'll increase my retirement plan by 1% more than what I've been contributing, right? So that's a smaller size goal that will still help you get to your ultimate goal of having more money for retirement, but it's more of a bite-sized, realistic thing, right? So if you're contributing 3%, up your contributions to 4%, right? That could be a realistic goal. You'll notice a difference out of your pocket, because of 1% difference. You still will notice it, but you also will be contributing to your retirement fund. And if you have an employer match where some of them match up to 5-6%, you're actually getting free money because you're probably contributing the minimum right now, and if you contribute more, your employer will also match that amount for you. So you are contributing an additional 1%, your employer will contribute an additional 1% as well. So it will definitely help you get your goal. You see the difference though between saying I'm going to get $100,000 for retirement versus, okay, I'm going to work closer to getting to retirement and having more money. So set a specific goal for yourself like that for 2022. All right, let's talk about the next one. And comment below. I want to know kind of what's your financial goal? What are your financial resolutions for 2022? Because you may inspire, motivate somebody else. Like, oh, I could do that too. I know that's something that I could possibly commit to for the whole year. Okay, let's talk about the second one though. Okay, so the second one, a lot of people would like to either save money or get rid of stuff, right? So a lot of people I'm not gonna have any debt for 2022. I'm gonna get rid of all my debt. Now, this possibly could be realistic for some people. It depends. What it requires you, though, is to actually make a plan about it, right? Figure out what all your debt is. If you have student loan debt, you have credit card debt, if you have mortgage debt, you have refi debt, you have car loan debt. Write down all your debts, right? And see what it says. See what the number looks like. And then say, is this realistic? Could I pay this all in this year? Probably not. Then it says, okay, what can I pay out of these debts if I want to pay off one of these debts for the year? Which one I'm going to pick, and divide it by 12. How much do I need to put aside every month to achieve that goal? I would say to do this because some people don't even know what's out there, right? They don't even know what they have floating out there. And to say I'm just going to pay off all my debt is, again, very vague and probably not realistic. So if you it forces you to make a plan. The point of this is to have a plan instead of just having a dream, right? Resolutions are not dreams. I'm going to resolve to do something differently, and this is how I'm going to achieve that goal. So make a list before 2022 comes in, because you want that first January, if you get paid bi-weekly or monthly, you want to have that already set up so that you can pay off whatever. If it's one bill, two bills, if you can commit to more than that, then that might be something that, you can really see once you have them all on paper. So do that first. If you've been watching, I have a whole playlist on student loans, everything student loans. Some of your goals might be to try to tackle your student loan debt, right? Because that is probably a lot of people's biggest debt. If they don't have any credit card debt, they probably have some student loan debt. and trying to figure out how to tackle that. So maybe writing a plan about, okay, if you're not on a public service loan forgiveness program and you want to figure out how you can pay your student loans faster, figure out what it requires, right? And I have a whole bunch of videos about how you can have monthly payment calculators, things of that nature. Figure out like what would be going to the principal, what would be going to the interest. And if you want to say, I want to pay an additional $5,000 towards my principal for 2022, do your math. $5,000 divided by 12. And what is that? Come on, somebody. and you will figure out that number, and then you can achieve that goal. Some of you may be wanting to invest for the new year, right? Whether it be for stocks, we got a video about that. Whether it be for real estate, got a video about that too. This is your year, right? It's not like, okay, I want to do that. I've been saying I've been wanting to do it. Back to what I've been saying. Plan it, right? Figure out what you want to do. Do you want to own a single family property? Do you want to own a multi-family property? Do you want to do it in conjunction with other people, like a syndication deal? Go in with other people to buy a bigger deal. Figure that out, because you need to be making those moves before 2022 rolls in and you already have it in place. So if you make the plan and you know I have this much to set aside to invest, what am I going to do with this money? Have it already in your head and start making the moves. If you watch my other videos, that should be your New Year's resolution. Watch the other videos that we have on here that give you some tips about stock investing and real estate investing, things of that nature. Because I know somebody asked me about stock investing in particular, and they wanted to start out investing in stocks, and they kind of wanted to know where to start. And I do have a video about even how to create accounts, all that kind of thing. But I gave advice to this particular person to say, okay, if you want to have stocks and you have, let's say, $1,000 to start with, she said, what do I recommend she do? I recommended she do some ETFs, which are kind of like a compilation of multiple stocks that track through the stock market, right? They're a little less riskier than investing in one company, but you basically have your hand in a couple of pots by investing in an ETF fund, right? So if that's what you're interested in doing and you have a budget, open up this brokerage account, transfer the money in there, and start doing some research on what ETFs or which stocks you want to invest in, so that 2022 you're off to a good start. Not just like, oh, I've been saying I want to do this for years and you never do it. Here's your chance to actually make good on what you've been saying. I know some people are frozen with fear because they don't know where to start. But we have technology, YouTube, and our playlist here can give you some assistance in how to start that journey. So keep that in mind. I know some people want to invest, some people want to save, some people get rid of debt. There's a lot of things out there, right? And I think that you can achieve anything that you put your mind to, but you have to know what it is. So let us know below what your New Year's resolution is, and we'll see you in 2022. Happy New Year.